Well, as many of you know, economic challenges are having an impact on charitable giving. Well, the company is now transforming ways of doing that. And I got to tell you, this is really cool. It's known as Charitybuzz. It's a marketplace for a once-in-a-lifetime experience. Joining us now to tell us all about it happens to be the CEO, Mr. Ben Irwin, right here on the Live Zone. Sir, welcome to the show.
Thanks for having me. I'm really excited about this conversation.
Oh, you and me both. First of all, I love nothing more than giving back in a major way, and you, sir, are helping to make that easier. Folks that are finding out about this for the first time, what is it that you all do that's just so different?
You had a great intro, but Charitybuzz is the place to buy the coolest experiences and access to money can't buy experiences. And a portion of every single dollar spent through our website go to support amazing organizations. So we're figuring out new ways to raise incremental and complementary dollars for charitable organizations all around the world.
So how does it work? Explain to me in detail, because I've attended so many galas in which it comes time to actually go ahead and donate, and or you want to bid on something, and or you just want to take part in the experience. But yet again, you all, as you stated, are just making it so cool.
Yeah, so a big part of what we do is we don't want to try to take the place of anything charities are already doing that is successful. We want to add on top of it. We want to figure out new ways for them to unlock money. But I think a gala or an event like that I'm sure you attend frequently is a really good example. It is contained by the four walls of the ballroom. So there could be amazing items in the auction or amazing opportunities that the charity could put together that just wouldn't get the maximum amount of dollars because there aren't enough people looking at it. So what we do is we bring those opportunities in front of a much larger audience. Over the past 15 years, we've cultivated our own customer base, the Charitybuzz community. It's hundreds of thousands of affluent, socially conscious, philanthropic people who want to give back, but they want some really cool stuff in return. So they're dipping into their discretionary spending pocket, and we're directing those dollars now to charity that otherwise wouldn't happen without us.
Yeah, gosh, yeah, I got to tell you, you are truly on the verge of technology to do something like this. This is really cool. Speaking of cool, you all have always had cool auction items, and I'm hoping you could share with me what happens to be some of your favorite.
Yeah, so I'm a bona fide golf nut. So anything with the game of golf, whether it's access to memorabilia or players like Dustin Johnson, Justin Thomas, Phil Mickelson. We even done some stuff in support of Tigers Foundation. That really speaks to my passion. But for me, the coolest thing we ever did was years ago, we auctioned off the chance to have a cup of coffee with Tim Cook to support RFK human rights. And we thought it was cool. But at that point, we hadn't done a lot of experiences with business leaders. And it sold for over $600,000.
Wow.
And while it was a really exciting moment for us in the charity, it opened up this new vertical. Most charitable organizations don't have access to A-list celebrities. Some do, but most can't participate in that type of partnership. But most charitable organizations have boards, and those boards are typically comprised of leaders of business. So this was very pursuant to our mission to figure out new ways to unlock new dollars for these charities, a lot of which are things they're already sitting on and they've already worked to cultivate. We're just figuring out new and fun ways for them to raise some really important dollars in exchange.
All right, Ben, I think you're going to have a guy like me probably, and that is every time that you all do something, I don't care what it is, I'm just going to have to log on and take part in it. I mean, because it sounds like it's so cool. And I'm curious, have you seen people do just that? For example, let's say you're working with one organization, and obviously the focus would be on that, but because I like what you all are doing so much, I just got to take part. I got to be a part of it, sir.
That's most of it. And I would say that's a really good way to describe the value proposition to any charitable organization. You have your core donor base, and you're constantly talking to them, you're engaging with them, you're connected to them through something with your mission. But what Charitybuzz brings is a new audience who may not have an existing connection to your cause or your programs or your work, but they want access to something that you're able to put together and auction off or sell through one of our channels. So you're able to raise a significant amount of money from an individual or individuals who otherwise would not be supporting your organization. That's why it's incremental, it's complementary. I firmly believe we have to figure out a way to get more money into the charitable sector, but it can't exclusively rely on people's goodwill. We need to find other ways. Money's exchanging hands to go on vacations, to go to sporting events, concerts. Experience economy is blowing up. We just want to take some of that money that's exchanging hands and we want to divert it to causes and organizations that are trying to make the world a better place.
Yeah, sounds like a win-win-win situation for me. Folks that are watching this, and let's say they are a part of a charitable organization, I'm pretty sure they're saying, you know what, I got to get in contact with this guy. How would one go about to do so?
So the best thing to do is go to charitybuzz.com/partners. You can learn more about what we do. You can submit a form. A member of my team will be in touch with you within 24 hours. And just to strategize and learn more about what you're doing. My team's just filled with really committed and awesome people who really care about supporting organizations that are doing great work. And I think even within the DC market, I used to live in DC. I'm a proud alum of George Washington. There's so much opportunity because in DC, there's such a ripe and vibrant philanthropic community, so many events, but you're typically auctioning off really cool opportunities in front of the people that aren't as excited about it because it's commonplace. We can partner with you. We can get access to the types of things you have within the DC metro area. And then we have the audience or the demand that will end up spending a lot of money for it. So there's a great fit here between the supply and demand that we would just love to help you unlock.
Very good, sir. Once again, the CEO of Charitybuzz, Mr. Ben Irwin, joining us right here on the Live Zone. Truly a pleasure to have you on the show, sir. Thank you so very much.
Thank you. Have a great day. Happy 4th.
Yeah, same to you, buddy.